The Ming dynasty was an era in Chinese history that was very impactful on the world. It began in 1368 by overthrowing Mongol rule over China and driving the Mongolians north. It ended in 1644 after the final emperor hung himself. A dynasty refers to a line of hereditary rulers in a country. There were a total of 16 emperors that ruled during this time period, including
Ming Taizu, Ming Huizong, Ming Chengzu, Ming Renzong, Ming Xuanzong, Ming Yingzong, Ming Daizong, Ming Xianzong, Ming Zayuzong, Ming Wuzong, Ming Xizong, Ming Muzong, Ming Shenzong, Ming Guanzong, Ming Zizong, Ming Weizong.
A major long-term impact of the Ming dynasty was the creation of the Great Wall of China. Due to the threat and attacks of Mongolian tribes, the majority of the Great Wall was created during this time. It stretched from the Bohai Sea in the east to the Jiayu Pass in the west. It had numerous watchtowers, barracks, and storehouses. It was extended and made stronger through the use of granite, limestone, and fired bricks of clay, and strengthened with sticky rice. That's right, the Great Wall of China is made of rice. A short-term impact of the Ming dynasty was the decline of the feudal society popular at the time. This society was the pyramid scheme common in England, with the nobles at the top and the peasants at the bottom. This leads into the perspective of the economy. As the feudal system declined, capitalism thrived. During the Ming dynasty, China had the biggest economy in the world at the time. There were many things being sold in the markets, such as silk, porcelain, alcohol, tobacco, fruits, and vegetables. Due to a surplus of agriculture, there was a lot of food production and food output. Foreign exchange brought tobacco and clocks into the markets. The handicraft industry was booming at the time, so lots of porcelain was being bought for pottery. This leads us into the perspective of art. The Encyclopedia Britannica states, artists generally stressed independent creation. Art and the economy thrived together and went hand in hand in the sense that most of the materials used in creating art were the materials that were popular to buy in the markets. The most common form of art during the Ming dynasty were sculptures, and these sculptures were not large statues. They were mostly small ornamental carvings and pottery. As already mentioned, the cause of the Ming dynasty was from overthrowing Mongol rule over China and driving the Mongolians north. After a rebel uprising, Ming Taizu captured Beijing, the capital of China, and became the first emperor of his dynasty. There are many factors that indirectly caused the end of the Ming dynasty. At the end of the Ming dynasty, people lived in extreme hardship due to the natural disasters and the corruption of court officials and domination of eunuchs. The Encyclopedia Britannica states, the Ming government was gradually weakened by factionalism between civil officials, interference by palace eunuchs, the burdens of a growing population, and a succession of weak and inattentive emperors. The last emperor, Ming Weizong, tried to revive the deteriorating Ming government. In desperation, he demanded more taxes and conscripts from the already overly oppressed population. Unable to bear this extra burden, the people joined the rebel bands in increasing numbers. In 1644, several of Emperor Weizong's eunuchs betrayed him. One of the rebel leaders captured the city of Beijing. After calling all of his ministers to a conference, nobody came, so he hung himself. This signified the end of the Ming dynasty.